You're listening to Hair of the Dogcast, a proud part of the Greenlit Podcast Network. Check out Hair of the Dogcast and all of Greenlit shows at greenlitpodcast.com. Hey everybody, welcome to episode 94 of Hair of the Dogcast. What's up, everybody?
I was asleep.
Yeah, I'm going to wake you guys up.
Kids thought I was just lying like a puma in wait just to start the episode. Hey, welcome. We're happy you are here. This is the podcast that you're listening to that's about video games and beer video games. My name is Tom. I am one of your hosts. Today, we have the full Dogcast. Full Dogcast. Let's go around the room. Let's go ahead and introduce yourselves. Right on.
Yeah, it's me, Dylan.
Okay. Wow. No nickname today?
It's brief.
Shut up, Dylan.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm Josh. What do you
Brief Dylan.
want?
And there's Josh. We got Josh. Yep.
And I'm Brad.
Hey, Brad.
Hi, I'm here.
Hey, Brad.
Brad, fresh from Florida, Brad.
Was a nice
Fresh from
intro.
Florida. Yeah, I missed the last Dogcast by one day. Yeah.
Sorry.
And I was disappointed, but it's great to be back. I can tell. Oh, yeah, Disney World, it turns out, is a lot of fun and a lot of work.
Dude, take off the fucking Mickey Mouse ears.
He's going to leave them on. I told him that.
You've worn them for the last week, buddy. It's time. Yeah, it's time.
I will fuck you up, too,
Okay.
Can leave the gloves on, though.
Yes. Well, we're happy you're back, Brad. We can't wait to hear all about it, but not really. You can't.
No, it's fine. We
I
don't
can't
have
wait
hear about
to
it.
talk about our executive producers who are muy caliente.
They're so hot.
Ooh,
People like
Sizzly.
Brian Ward, Ryan Kristenik, Kip Soda Pop Kipski, Kipalippa Ding Dong, Tyler Keller, Allison Smith, and Kate Conti.
That's me.
Ay, ay, ay.
Hey! And just the best listeners, such as you, whether you've been to Disneyland, Disney
Or
World,
not.
or just down the road to, I don't know, the dump. We are just happy that you are here, like my childhood, to find out how
How
you
dare
can support.
you call my house a dump?
I'm sorry, if you've been to Dylan's house.
No, the
I
dump
spent
people.
all day cleaning.
You did.
I actually did.
Participation trophy. To find out how you can support us here at the Dogcast and all the stuff we do here, go to patreon.com/hairthedogcast to see all the tiers that we have. The tiers in heaven, the tiers of a clown, the tiers...
For fears.
Tears for Fears. Okay. Yep. That's the best I can do.
We
Yes.
are all on it today. If
Wow.
You can't tell, folks.
Wow, we got that Monday energy going.
Yeah,
and
baby.
anyways, we would greatly appreciate you. And you get to join our awesome Discord and be even more part of the community.
us.
Join us.
us.
It is only a matter of time. But as we said at the top of the show, this is a video game podcast and a beer podcast, and we drink beer on this podcast, real live beer. And Brad,
Oh!
rumor has it, you brought some beers back from Mickey Mouse.
Yes, I brought some beers back from Florida, and I have brought many beers back from many breweries from many cities, and this is the first time I've had two fallen soldiers on the way home.
No.
So,
so
your
in the
luggage?
In the luggage. So one of them is a beer we're going to drink later on, which is a Mountain Dew Sour. So imagine getting home and all of your clothes you washed at the resort smell like Mountain Dew beer.
I gotta ask, how did they wash?
They did.
Lots of white shirts, right?
No, mostly black because
bunch of
I
wife
plan
beaters.
on sweating when I'm in Florida.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was my first time having a fallen soldier, though, while traveling, which is kind of bummed.
That has
bummed.
always
Yeah.
been my fear.
Did you saran wrap them or
I used to
bubble
be,
wrap?
I used to be very careful, and now it's
Did you put them in
like
socks?
I do put them in
Hey.
socks if they're clean socks, and otherwise just like wrap them in shirts. And if
No,
they're relative,
the cum socks.
Yeah, right.
Yo,
The extra protection.
Did you saw me, Brad,
It's a
right?
seal,
On
it's a seal.
our Portland trip.
you were very protective. I
Yes.
used to be like that, and I think I've just gotten lazy because I've had many good trips, nothing broke. And I had this, and then I also lost. I think it was a Shania Gaines, which we'll have as well. But up first, we have Beach Access. This is just a nice American lager from Civil Society Brewing, West Palm Beach, Florida. Just a delicious, nice, light, crushable beer to drink on the
I
beach.
think
It
that's
has a little
fantastic.
sweet aroma.
And it smells
To
like
Florida.
To Florida.
To
And their
Florida.
beer. Florida has a very good beer selection, everyone.
But terrible drivers, it turns out.
Yeah,
Not the best.
Oh, whoops.
All right, guys.
know.
We have a cast to get to. And would you like to talk about some news? Unless somebody has anything they want to say before we do this.
I object. No news
I
today.
object.
My name is Dylan, and I'm addicted to being cool.
That's right.
Oh
All
my
right.
God.
I'll dedicate this first news story to you, Dylan.
Thank
just
you.
Based on
in
your
honor
coolness.
of my grand revelation.
That's right. Yes.
Okay.
All right. Let's get to it. The Epic versus Apple lawsuit has officially gotten underway as of last week. For a more detailed rundown of what and the whys of the lawsuit, check out, I think, Epic. I tried to see.
You can find most of that information online.
It's online.
It's
we
on
did a whole
internet.com.
podcast about it, and I thought, boy, that was like 5 or 6 podcasts ago. Nope. Turns out it was like 20 episodes ago. Almost.
well, now
So-
everything's coming to light because now it's really pumped into full gear.
Yeah, now they officially they started it now, and on May 3rd. So yeah, check out episode 77 of the Dogcast, where we visit the issue in depth. But Cliff Note version, just to bring everybody back up to speed, is Epic Games deliberately started allowing Fortnite users to purchase DLC through the Fortnite iOS app rather than going through the Apple Store. This allowed Epic to bypass having to pay Apple their required 30% cut of all purchases made on the iOS platform. And this turned out to be Epic's opening shot at Apple to basically tell them that their standard fee is too large / unfair to developers, and to try to get Apple to possibly scale back their cut, as it were.
Now, trying to remember back, we all had pretty strong opinions on this the last time we talked about it.
We did.
But I think it all boiled down to fuck everyone.
Yeah, I think I put it in the show notes. It's your typical David and Goliath story of a tiny $1 billion company going against the big $1 trillion company.
Yeah.
So I do kind of remember that we kind of had that vibe. But Apple did not like what Epic did, allowing purchases not through the App Store. And lawsuits and counter lawsuits went a-flying. And now, like I said, as of last week, the courts have officially begun hearing the suit. But this isn't really what this story is about, per se, or rehashing the saga. Instead, I don't know if you guys have been following this, but there have been some pretty fun and just weird like revelations and things brought to light through evidence in this in the case so far.
Yes.
Kind of showing a bit of like the unreleased emails and like the machinations of how and business deals kind of like get done behind the scenes, you know, almost like off the cuff like emails and
The bad guy versus the worser bad guy.
Well, and no, but that ends up being the problem, that a lot of things were revealed here that actually show that smaller developers get absolutely raked across the coals.
yeah, there's a lot of that.
It's literally just two giant bad guys complaining about how the other one isn't as bad as them. And then it's like everyone else who doesn't have a $1 billion company and can't afford to go to court being like, well, we don't get to fucking do anything about it.
Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, there's been sales figures leaked. Other companies, not necessarily Epic and Apple, have been kind of dragged into the affair, such as Sony and Microsoft, and you know some of their shit has become public record now that they're trying to get back to being redacted or you know just taken off of the public record, because right now a lot of these documents are just accessible to anybody. But since the lawsuit has much to do with like the underpinnings of the economics of the game industry, this first week has basically been lawyers trying to set the stage, give the judges and the court, who you know don't really have any idea of how the video game industry does business, like kind of give them a general idea of this is how people make money in this industry.
Honorable judge.
Right, and this is a video game.
games are like computers.
So I'm just going to
but
run
on the TV.
Right. So I'm just going to run down some of the amusing things that I found. So, first of all, to apparently either attempt to prove or, I guess, disprove his credibility on the first day of the hearing, Epic Games CEO was asked by an attorney if he could successfully point out 3 pieces of key evidence. When the attorney showed the first piece of evidence, Tim passed the test. It's the PlayStation 5. Tim correctly stated. He also was able to successfully identify Nintendo Switch and Xbox Series X,
Wow.
establishing him.
Nobody knows what the Xbox Series X is called.
No, that's true. So that just goes to show that he is officially a game expert. But they literally held up basically a PlayStation 5 and said, tell me what this is. You know?
Oh, sir, that's a big black rectangle.
Right. That's the ugliest system I've ever seen.
Sneaky one, Bill. You almost
Right.
got that by me.
Why, Bob, that's an air purifier, if I do
Right.
declare.
So I guess that kind of just also sets the stage of this is the kind of trial that this is. So next.
It's gonna be. It is almost comically hilarious. I think we do take for granted that we know what all this stuff is, but it's the same way that when someone goes to Congress and they have to explain what the fucking internet is.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
It's just like, and they're like, now it's a series of tubes underground.
Right. I can't tell you, but I know it when I see it.
Very good. I like that.
You got it. There was a great personal email from Tim Sweeney to Ubisoft CEO Yves Guillemot, apologizing for screwing up the launch of The Division 2 on the Epic Store. When the game launched, apparently hackers were able to exploit a weakness between Epic and Ubisoft's Uplay, that ancillary thing that Ubisoft runs.
A secondary service that no one wants to sign up for.
Right. So Epic kind of botched the integration of that, and which allowed a bunch of hackers to download the game via fraudulent methods, so much so that like 70 to 90% of the downloads were all like fraudulent. And Sweeney ended the email with, "I'm sorry for the trouble. You guys should check it out. It's actually pretty funny." Another revelation, Fortnite made $9 billion between 2018 and 2019. In comparison,
I make a lot of money just bartending, so
Shit.
it's
Right.
not that impressive.
so in
Nice
comparison, you're right, almost as much as Dylan
Still
makes
not, still
at
not
the cheese
impressed.
shop.
You shouldn't be.
Right. In comparison, Fortnite made $9 billion, but Epic made $221 million off of licensing its Unreal Engine, and I guess the Epic Games Store brought in $235 million during the same time. So that just goes to show you like how much Fortnite is the cash cow for that fucking company.
It's kind of one of their only bankable things. When they launched the Epic Games Store, their main problem was getting people to come over from Steam. Mm-hmm. And the only way they could do that is by offering free games for like no money.
Yeah.
I read somewhere, I don't know if it's in your list, but I couldn't remember quite what the number was, but it was this insane amount of money they spent getting exclusives for this thing.
Yeah, they spent, so just for Borderlands 3, they spent $115 million to get that as an exclusive to Epic Games Store.
Now, I don't know how much it cost to make Borderlands 3, but I'm actually going to guess like 60 mil.
Yeah, I would say maybe,
Bradley on the keys.
yeah, I would say probably $100 million.
it costs around $140 million to make.
Okay.
What the fuck? So they already recouped over half of what it took to make it through this partnership alone.
That's why Randy Pitchford is just, doing magic
Oh, the
tricks.
nicest guy in the world.
It apparently ate up the employees' bonuses.
That's right.
Wow.
See?
I hear he
Yeah.
is kind of fat, so.
He's hungry.
I don't know.
Personal
My
friend
cat ate my bonus.
of Penn and Teller. Yeah, and then they also had like a chart of how much they paid for all the free games that they had on the service. You know, kind of like the Xbox Live Gold games, but they had like Arkham Knight and then, smaller indie titles and
A lot of indie titles.
It broke down how much they paid up front for each one, and it was pretty interesting. Some got no money, like Metro Exodus, and then it went up to Arkham Knight for like at 1.5 million up front, and they might have got some on the back end for each download. But Epic made a killing off of that, of those, and I think they spent like over $11 million on just free games since they started that.
I think this is indicative, kind of, of how everything is now like everything was a monopoly. So everything at one point streamable was on Netflix, and now everything is Paramount Plus, or laughably Paramount Plus, or Hulu or Prime. Yeah, and
HBO Max.
it's the worst. It's the worst kind of monopoly busting.
I love HBO Max.
Because all you're doing is when you log onto your computer, you don't want to open up 5 different pages to get to certain games every time you go on there. Say you want to play 5 different games, you have to go on the Epic for one, Steam for the other one. Sometimes you download it.
The struggle is real.
It's actually the fact that this has happened. It doesn't help consumers.
No,
it's literally just giant companies fighting it out and hoping that they can somehow persuade you to use their shit. Actually, it's not even persuade you. Tell you where you have to buy your shit.
I got games on GOG. And I forgot my login, Witcher 3's on GOG. And then I bought a couple games off the, EA's, their proprietary Origin. Yeah. And it's like, I don't even know what I use as a login for that.
I used to have a little book where I kept all my passwords. I lost it somewhere in my house.
We'll publish it online.
Yeah, thank you.
Once you find it.
It's fine. You can use it. I don't give a shit. I've got no money for you. It's great.
Right.
But it's also just like, I guess I've been frustrated with something like this for a while. It's like, now you have to be a member of this. Oh, you like Assassin's Creed? Now you have to sign up for our service, and you have to get newsletters and all this other stuff. And and I mean,
you just pay the
stop playing games. That's what I say.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm close.
Great. Works great for me.
I've been feeling very close. What's nice about Nintendo is I've got it on Nintendo. It's fine. There it is. Look at it. I turn on my Switch, but Monster Hunter Rise. Look, it's right there.
So I'll be happy to sell it to you again when Switch Pro comes out.
No, they'll try. They'll try.
I guess, moving on here. Xbox Vice President Lori Wright was called to testify, and she noted that Microsoft has never made money on any of its hardware. I put a note here that I'm a little dubious on that due to economies of scale. But
what about the HD DVD?
Apparently they haven't because they release new models. By releasing new models, and even if the old ones don't sell, you're still expanding your player base because every new model of something apparently brings in new consumers every single time. Mm-hmm. Whereas waiting for them to buy the old stuff just rarely ever works. I don't know the economics of it. I'm not a professor, but apparently that's like the consumer psychology of it.
Yeah, I mean, she was there. She's being used by Epic basically to show why a 30% cut to console makers such as Sony and Microsoft is different than Apple demanding 30%, because the royalties to console makers are like the primary revenue stream. They make the money. You sell the console at a loss, and then you make the money up back end through subscriptions and game royalties.
That actually makes a lot more sense. Other than putting it's different when you put something on a phone. Everyone's got a phone, but not everyone has a console.
Yeah.
Having the privilege to put something on there.
And with a phone, I don't think Apple sells those at a loss anymore. And also, games are not the number one, source of, the only source of revenue that they have. So Apple was basically saying, we're not doing anything different than the console makers are charging, and so they brought Lori Wright in to say, no, we never made money on any of our hardware, and that's our business model. But Apple is disputing the credibility of Wright as a witness because Microsoft never made available any documentation backing up those claims that they never made money on any of their hardware. So
really,
I was dubious about it because yes, you take a hit when you first launch because the technology is new, but as time goes on, those components become cheaper and cheaper, but you're still selling the console at $499 or the Xbox Series X or PlayStation 5.
Yeah, but that original sunken cost is always still going to be
It's
gone.
always there. Correct. Yep. So that's
never going to get that back.
Ever.
They actually really don't.
Probably write it off.
Well, that's where consoles make their money, though. Their software is where they get all their cash. So that 30% always makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. I don't know whether it's true or not. I'm sure they've taken more hits than they have made money off of hardware for sure. So moving down the line here, another recently revealed email showed that Epic basically used Fortnite to get Sony into allowing crossplay, finally opening up their borders, but Sony countered by charging Epic an additional royalty to, quote, offset the reduction of revenue it would lose to Microsoft and Nintendo. It was also revealed that out of any platform, either console or mobile, Fortnite makes the most money by far from PlayStation users.
What a surprise.
Yeah.
The biggest game on the face of the planet.
I think it was over double out of any platform. PlayStation.
Oh, did you see the leak that Epic keeps trying to get Samus in Fortnite?
No, really?
Yeah, apparently they've tried so much with Nintendo to like work out a deal, and Nintendo's like, no. And Nintendo's just like, no. But we're on your platform, and they're just like,
So?
Yeah.
We like Samus not doing anything.
I did hear.
Yeah.
I like Samus in her own games. Thank you.
Right.
I actually do.
I did hear they tried to get exclusives from Microsoft and Sony, and then also they did try Nintendo to get like exclusives on the Epic Game Store,
yeah.
and they're just like, even they, I guess in their email or their correspondence was like, yeah, this is a moonshot. You know, this ain't gonna happen.
Yeah,
But-
they'd be lucky if Nintendo even read the fucking email.
Yep. And on a similar note, Epic asked Microsoft to consider removing the Xbox Live paywall for free-to-play games back in last August, just prior to Epic allowing in-game transactions. I guess this conversation was made public in an email exchange between Tim Sweeney and head of Xbox Phil Spencer. Spencer declined at the time. As of April 2021, that's when they actually made the switch to not require the Xbox subscription to play free-to-play multiplayer. But in one of the responses, Sweeney told Spencer that he would, quote, enjoy the upcoming fireworks show, alluding to Epic about to piss off Apple. Just kind of like, oh, you're going to like this. Stand back, buddy. Buckle up. Also, the first day of the trial experienced technical difficulties where the admin was unable to mute all the viewers in the conference call, and which led to many fans yelling, free Fortnite for about 20 to 25 minutes before they could get everyone to shut up. So,
Great.
Or muted.
I fucking love that type
But
of
it was
shit.
hilarious.
Anything that gums up the works, I'm in.
Like the guy who was like on trial remotely and he couldn't get the cat filter off.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
I am
I'm
not
not
a
a cat.
I saw a video where it was an Ohio State legislator who was clearly driving in his car and had a background of his home in the background. And apparently the bill was about driver safety.
Oh, my God.
I saw one where it was
kidding?
I'm
It
not
was,
kidding. I saw it on Reddit. It was fucking awesome.
there was one of the plastic surgeons showing up to like a virtual court while he was doing surgery. He's like, there's another doctor here. It's fine. And they're like, no, we're not going to do that.
So, like, traffic court or just some, like, piddly, like,
Something
parking
like
ticket?
that, but he refused to not do plastic surgery while he was on there. So
He's holding up, like, the implant. Like, yeah, it's a big
You guys like boobs?
penile. Let's see. Finally, they also leaked out details of Walmart's, I guess, unannounced game streaming service titled Project Storm. So that was outed in some of the documents. I guess
Project Storm. The storm is coming.
Yeah.
Dude, doesn't that sound awesome? Storm. What does it even mean?
you
It's funny.
say it like
It's
that,
funny.
I'm in.
When they named something Project Dylan, it ended up being Anthem.
Yeah, right. Yes.
I'm like, great. That's what I get to live with.
Project Sam's Choice.
Project Costco.
Old Roy.
Project Old Man Greeter.
Yeah. I guess Walmart actually approached Epic in 2019, obviously to try to get Fortnite onto the service, which, according to the internal Epic emails, actually impressed Epic reps. They said it was a better streaming platform than Android or iOS. So very interesting there.
Before the next thing, Tom, we've got a new segment on the show called Tom Gets a Birthday Gift.
What?
Tom gets a gift. Happy birthday, you little shit.
I can't.
What's Tom? Have a gift.
This is from the Raw
It's your
Dogs.
birthday, bitch.
From the Raw Dogs.
This is from the Raw Dogs.
All of them? Oh
Yes,
my God.
all the gifts are yours.
All right, guys.
And you're going to love it.
All right, I'm going to open a. Thank you. Thank you. Oh no. It's a Funko Pop.
Yeah.
It's Unmasked Vader.
I know it's your favorite
It's
version.
it's my favorite Vader.
That's why we got it for you.
Yeah. It's the one he turned good.
Yeah.
When you have to pretend you like a gift.
I'm genuinely touched. Thank you very
Yep.
much. No, I
That's
appreciate it.
from,
Thanks, Raw Dogs.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
I don't even
it's-
think Dom ever opened it. Maybe he did.
We all know Tom.
Is it
will.
Dom's? He's like, I got something.
No, it's from us.
So coming up next, we have from Sideward Brewing.
Best birthday.
This is the Nar. It's a Florida Weiss Extreme Berliner. When you're actually at the brewery, it says Mountain Dew style sour. They also had a Baja variation and a Code Red variation on tap.
Did you try them both?
I did, and they were all fantastic.
Okay.
Really?
Question mark? They all tasted like their Mountain Dew equivalents, but this was like the hot shit hipster brewery down there. Wasn't my favorite, but was very good.
Sure.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Awesome.
This sounds
I'm-
great.
So
Yeah.
Mountain Dew sour.
I am
Brad.
Mountain Dew.
very
Just gotta
interested
say
in
it
trying
like
this.
that.
That is extremely interesting.
It
Okay.
tastes like Mountain Dew.
I like it.
I don't taste the beer.
No, it tastes like
It just
maybe
tastes
a little
like Mountain Dew.
It tastes like,
yeah.
if
It
you
has
just
that
close your eyes and
There's some on
imagine,
the back end, in the back of your throat.
it's like drinking
but-
a Mountain Dew out of a bottle is what it tastes
yeah.
like.
There, wasn't there like
So there's
like
something about
almost
the
stale.
finish
Yeah, like-
on drinking
yeah.
a Mountain Dew I don't like,
been out in
and
the
it
sun
has
for a
that.
bit.
oh really? It has
Yeah.
a bad finish.
Well,
The
it
finish is
doesn't. It feels authentically Mountain Dewy.
Like
Okay,
we
yeah.
did the Dew.
It kind of tastes like. Is there
The aftertaste tastes like it.
Yeah.
Up front,
Yeah. Do they still make is it called Splash? It
tastes
you can
like
get in
home,
2-liter bottles. It's like a mixer.
tastes like Halo or something.
soda.
Tastes like a lamp party.
Surge.
It's not Surge, but it's like a or like 50-50 or something.
There's a bit of a 50-50 vibe. Maybe Squirt.
Squirt. Yeah, maybe it's Squirt.
Yeah.
Quart.
Right.
There's just not enough of the beer element to this that I can actually say makes it a beer.
It is a weird one.
It is a beer.
It's true. Yeah, it doesn't.
It just doesn't have any of the elements that I would imagine in a beer. So
Right.
it just
You know what made a really good
could do
soda
a
pop
Mountain Dew
sour? Evil Twin last summer did a cola sour. I was super intrigued. I didn't expect much.
Yeah.
But it was so fucking good.
I bet.
I would love to try that.
Sold it
Yeah.
like hotcakes. Everybody's like, I gotta try that. I'm like, it's fucking good.
Yeah, I mean, normally, like, I drink, like, maybe one Berliner Weiss, and I'd be good, sour-wise. But
Yeah.
just these flavors, the citrus and the sour, I mean, they go together well. What's the ABV on this fucker?
Pretty light. I want to say
Between 4 and 5.7.
I want to say it's 4.5%. It doesn't say on the can.
Okay.
Can I be honest with you though? I'd rather just have a vodka Mountain Dew than this, than pay for what this probably
But
costs.
it's called NAR.
Nar with a G. Silent G.
Smirnoff and Dew.
That was good. Thanks, Brad.
Yeah.
I
I
like
think
that
I
one.
still think it's tasty. To be fair, I just don't see the value in getting it as a beer.
Yeah.
Lower ABV?
That does have value.
Or maybe you do prefer the more malty than a cocktail.
I do.
Oh,
I usually do.
If it had caffeine in it, I'd be like,
And
Probably
now
don't.
on the next segment of Tom opens another birthday present because we have a
Tom
fuck ton.
opens a gift.
you guys are crazy. So
It's not every day a young man turns
there's a-
25.
Yeah, there's a theme today.
A bag of Army
birthdays.
Men.
And yeah, you guys are crazy. Why do you do this? Okay, guys.
It's Unmasked Vader too.
Muscle guys, master of the universe.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh my God, Tila,
Masters of the Universe.
You know their names.
the merman.
Guess who just got Masters of the Universe on Blu-ray? Yeah,
What?
I did. I love it.
And I have,
God.
and it came
God.
with He-Man. It came with He-Man.
You can't open it though, Tom.
I won't. No, I won't. Absolutely not.
Good.
Absolutely
Don't play
Now
with
they
it.
can join the Street Fighter ones.
Yeah,
If you put them up against each other,
those are
touching.
open, by the way.
Those are open.
Yep. I play with my toys sometimes.
No, I opened those and then
Tom
I
plays
gave
them
you.
in the box in the bathtub. It's very weird.
Put them together. Yeah.
Oh no, I got the cardboard wet.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, so like I said, there is a theme. Birthdays. I just celebrated a birthday. I'm older than dirt, but also this episode will be coming out for patrons on the 5th birthday of the Dogcast, the day we recorded our first episode.
And right after my birthday,
After your birthday, which is like today.
Wednesday. Yep.
Is it 12th?
Yeah, it's the 12th.
Okay.
Yep, you're gonna spend it with me and Matt.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something fun afterwards. We're talking about Mortal Kombat.
Well,
again.
at least Ben will be there.
Can you guys, jeez, more Mortal Kombat?
We're talking the new one.
Oh my God, we already talked about the new
We're
one.
doing it for better in 3D though.
Oh God,
We're gonna be doing
you already
it.
Oh,
talked
gosh.
Hold
Matt.
on, no, this is gonna be different. We're gonna be doing it around one phone.
All right, that is true. Okay, I can't.
Literally no microphones.
Right. All right, I can't compete with that. All right, well, have fun with
By
that.
the way, I need a ride. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for the
Before I
presents, guys.
There's 5 more.
Okay, we'll throw these out. It's like fucking Hanukkah in one night. Okay. PlayStation, guys. PlayStation. You know that one company by Sony.
Wait, who?
PlayStation. I think it's one word.
Place station.
Boy, you
Place-
playing.
PlayStation just bought a minority stake in Discord. In a blog post, Jim Ryan, head of PlayStation, said that Sony wants to, quote, work more closely with Discord, with rumored hopes of integrating the extremely popular communication platform into PlayStation in some capacity. This news came just a bit after it was announced that Microsoft was in talks to acquire Discord for approximately $10 billion, but the talks had been put on hold and may resume sometime down the road. Who knows? But I just thought this is a perfect opportunity to once again promote the Dogcast Discord channel and how much we love Discord.
Well, it's actually technically good news because we heard Microsoft was going to like buy it up.
Yes, they were going to acquire it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I mean, buying a minority stake is fine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So it is still with the original owners. I don't know if they're public or not.
Yes,
Anyway.
join our Patreon and join our Discord.
The Discord.
Where we talk about beer and video games,
It's
but
great.
we talk about it with you and a nice community of folks.
I want to see like integration with a PlayStation and like consoles. That's
Why not?
it's the way to do it. People
I'm
are
on
on Discord
PlayStation
anyways when
more.
they're playing these games. So
Yeah, it should be on there.
I've been using Discord for like video chat and stuff.
yeah.
It's been pretty good.
Fuck yeah. I mean, if you're playing like multiplayer Nintendo games, that's like the only way to communicate.
Unless you want to call them on the phone.
Nobody wants to do that ever. Okay. Moving on. Sony again. Sony filed a trademark to claim the Sunset Overdrive IP.
God, why?
Do you remember Sunset Overdrive?
I've played it.
Okay.
It's fine.
It's
fun.
good. It's fun. It's good.
Dude, okay. In
the
the
best
past 5
$5
years,
game
has
in the last
anyone
5
actually
years.
gone up to you and said, Sunset Overdrive, though, right?
I did
No,
once.
I'm friends with
have?
very few
Probably.
cool people.
Probably.
Yeah, Josh
You're
and I
friends
talked
It was
I'm
the
about
friends
first.
with
It
very
was the
few
first Xbox One game I bought. What is it? Xbox One? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it
I was
was an
serious
early
about that
Xbox
question.
One
It was like
game.
one of the first
I
exclusives.
saw the case once.
Yeah.
It's a fun video game once you get past like the first 5 hours. No kidding. Like
It's true.
Once you
Yeah.
get all your like powers and like tune-ups and stuff, it's actually a very fun game.
Yep.
very
It's a combo-based,
Dreamcast-y.
almost Spider-Man-y
It's
kind of.
Spider-Man-y,
Yeah.
Jet Set Radio. Yeah,
Yeah.
once you get all your powers, that's when the game opens up. But it got good reviews, didn't blow the doors off sales-wise. It was developed by Insomniac. Through the years there, while Insomniac was still independent, there would be intermittent rumors, kind of like fan-fueled, that a sequel may be being considered, but nothing ever materialized. Sometimes Xbox would kind of like tease it, but nothing ever happened. Now, there seems to be hope that at least the original game may be coming to PlayStation. Insomniac was acquired by Sony in 2019, released Spider-Man and Spider-Man Miles Morales. Ratchet and Clank, I believe, is coming out in a month or two, maybe? I don't know. So it's now a first-party studio to Sony, but Sunset Overdrive's original director just returned to Insomniac back in February. So this might be maybe they're thinking possibly down the line, let's just acquire the fucking the trademark, the IP.
I'm going to say that's exactly
And
what it is.
see what happens. But I'd love to see a sequel. I've said it before. Like, you see a lot of the DNA of Spider-Man in Sunset Overdrive.
But do you think Insomniac is actually going to make it, or are they just protecting all the IPs associated with the thing they just acquired?
I don't think they would have got it if they weren't planning on giving it to potentially
I don't know.
Insomniac.
I don't know, man. Like,
They're the kings of that genre,
yeah, but I mean, like, even Disney like sweeps up a bunch of names, like movie trademarks and stuff like that they'll never touch.
It might,
or use
like I
again.
said, it might mean nothing, but
It might mean something.
It might mean something. I really do enjoy the first game.
Let's hope it happens.
Yes, and everybody should play it. It's on Game Pass.
Dylan,
You're doing a great Tom impression.
It's okay.
is it Tom?
That's what I heard.
Oh.
Brad, this one's for you. Bloodborne TV show. What?
Oh yeah, that's right.
I just saw that there was an article that they said they were considering making a Bloodborne TV show for HBO Max, a limited series. So just be a one-off season. And there'd be a different boss at the end of every episode, potentially, but it's early. Wow. They're pitching the show, like they've probably written out some of the scripts, but I don't think it's greenlit or anything yet, but hashtag Greenlit Podcast Network.
Can I actually say though?
Because
that there's
Dylan
like
thinks it's just like a meme game or something. What were you trying to say?
Somebody else
this
is
sounds
saying
cool
that
to me.
too. It's the most meme thing.
I love
Is it?
Lovecraft Country. I think that there is a good way to explore this
Is it
universe.
going to be live action or like Castlevania?
It's going to be live action,
Netflix.
definitely. Here's my pivotal issue, is that Bloodborne is so inspired mainly by Miyazaki, the director of this like Souls, like the main Souls series.
Yeah, My Neighbor Totoro.
Exactly. He is inspired by one thing that they should get the live action rights for. Like everything in Dark Souls is inspired basically by one manga. It's called Berserk. And if they wanted to adapt something to a live action version of Berserk, and you've basically got a Bloodborne TV show.
So you heard that they were making the show, and you're like, but I like Berserk more. Why don't you do Berserk
That's
instead?
what it sounds like to me. Even though
I mean, you
Bloodborne
can call me-
is way more popular.
Bloodborne is a rich, beautifully written universe.
Have you
It'd
seen
be
this
fun to
man's leg?
explore.
A beautifully written universe whose entire storytelling happens in menus.
Not all of it. A lot of it's visually told. You don't need a lot of it isn't told in menus
But it's
at all.
it's all environmental detail that you find yourself.
Yeah.
It's got less to do with
The minutia is told in the
minutia.
And-
The minutia is the beauty.
And you know, I hope in an ideal world it would be very minimal dialogue in the show. It'd be a person exploring a certain area, a lot of action scenes. You might run into Eileen the Crow, or small figures that just little bit of dialogue. But I don't know.
This just
I'm
feels-
hopeful, but also pessimistic. And regardless, if there's more eyes on Bloodborne, hopefully we get a sequel sponsored by Miyazaki.
Well, I think the reason that this is in development is because there's probably a sequel in development, and they're going to try to tie them together.
Yeah.
That's the best news right there.
So that's my guess.
Sekiro was finished in 2019, early 2019. So it would make sense then that the sequel could have been in development now for about 2 years now.
It could be if From is doing it.
Well, Elden Ring's got to drop. Yeah, and if From's involved.
Yeah, because Sony owns the IP, they can give it to anybody.
Yeah,
It's also
I mean,
not-
maybe Sony gives it to the people that did the Demon Souls remake.
Blue Point.
Yeah.
Those guys are.
I haven't played the new Demon Souls yet, but
Oh yeah,
I have it.
I played it.
Yeah.
At your place for like 10
I
minutes.
just played it for like 5-10 minutes, but I have yet to jump in there. But Raw Dogs keep me busy with some other games.
Good games. The last time I made you play a game, you got a tattoo of it just now. So
Not the last time.
not the last
That
time,
never.
but
Yeah,
it
you never
might-
said that was a good idea.
I wouldn't
never
want
said
to. I
it.
honestly wouldn't want a Death Stranding tattoo. Probably.
I'm getting.
Oh, you
I
don't
would
want to
get
get
a
Norman
Are
Reedus?
you gonna get a BB tattooed on your belly?
I would probably get I would get a Bridges, or I'd get
Yeah.
Sam's skull on my, because if you notice on his hand, he's got like a little skull.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I might actually get that, to be honest.
Hey,
Just because it'd be cheap, it'd literally be like $40.
and you tick off your New Year's resolution
Which one's that?
to get the tattoo.
I don't think he's doing that.
No, that's not for. Is that for you too?
He's doing
I have to do a metal.
custom
I have
art.
to do a metal album cover for Josh,
No,
which is just
any
gonna be funnier
genre.
than anything.
Oh,
would be
that's what it
metal
was.
because that'd be funnier.
Okay.
And then I have to make original pieces
type of
for
metal?
the podcast itself, which I'm already doing.
See, that's
Then I
a
have to do
lot better
comic.
than having to sell all my consoles. Like,
Was that one of the things you were told?
Yeah, I think that was the one you said. Like
Me?
Yeah, get rid of all your next gen consoles, and
Or do the thing I want you to actually do?
got your number next
forgot
year,
what the
buddy.
opposite one was.
Yeah,
for me.
check out our New Year's resolution. Our
Finally
New
gonna
Year's
get
podcast.
your-
I think
to
I've
find out
done
what
all
we're talking
play.
of
about.
mine except beat Dragon Quest.
Dragon, which 11 did I
I
challenge
think
you?
that was one.
I said beat a Dragon Quest. I think I don't know.
I'm still waiting for a Dynamite Cop TV series.
You know, Netflix. It'll probably come to Netflix at some point within
Yeah.
the next 10
As
years.
long,
Waiting.
Like, yeah, it's gonna hit Apple TV, and everyone's gonna be like, "Damn it!"
Right.
yeah.
Yep. Tell you, Taylor.
Every
Lasso.
time.
Sorry, Jason Sudeikis. I heard you had a good show, but it's on Apple fucking TV.
It's the best.
That is the problem.
It's the best. Guys, get the
What show?
subscription,
I
like
don't
the
know.
trial.
I don't own an Apple product.
You can get it on Xbox.
Why the?
That's where I watch.
Who
mine.
uses their Xbox?
Do the subscription thing.
I use my Xbox a lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, he does.
I do.
Oh, you do.
You're
yeah.
rocking an old one.
Yeah.
I'm rocking an old one. I've got Game Pass on it, and I'll play games that they drop once in a while. But I don't really. I mean, it's PC or Switch for me, pretty much all the way.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. So Bloodborne TV show. Yes, this is Sony once again. They're leveraging their IP.
I do have to say that the comics have been very good.
Okay.
They have wonderful artwork. And now, if they did like subpar stuff, I would be like, eh. But
Well,
they do excellent work.
we'll see.
Yeah, maybe it's good, maybe it's not. Fuck it. Okay.
Honestly, I thought the Witcher show was pretty good. I thought it was better than it was bad.
I do have to go back to that.
That was good.
Yeah, I liked it more than I didn't like it, which is more than most.
I've never played the game.
IPs.
The problem with that first season, I was actually talking to Tom about this, is that they adapt basically the short stories before the actual plot starts. This next season is actually going to be like one actual story.
Narrative?
They wanted to do. I listened to an interview where they said, "Oh, we wanted to kind of do like a catch-22, like jumping between time. You won't know because Geralt doesn't really age. Neither does Yennefer."
It is confusing. As someone who's never played the games or know the universe at all, I was like, "Oh, they're fucking around with the timeline a lot, and they don't show it."
Yep.
And I remember thinking, if you weren't paying attention to this in a little bit, you'd miss a whole bunch of shit.
Brad, you gotta put the phone down when you're watching this shit.
No, I did. I went to film school, so I'm really good at knowing.
I'm really
good at watching
TV.
You ever seen Fight Club? I know how it works. Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, the next season is based off of basically like the first actual book, which is just called Blood of Elves. It's going to be sick.
Cool.
There's gonna be a lot of elves.
A lot of elves.
Keebler.
Elves are slaves in that, or is that?
They're a minority. Yeah.
Yeah. Dwarves live in the ghetto.
It was good.
Is this like that one Will Smith movie?
Oh, is it the I'm Legend?
He gets paired with an orc cop. It's called Bright.
Oh, that's Bright. Yeah, Max Landis.
Then he smashes a fairy, and he's like, "Damn fairies!"
Oh boy. Okay.
Ding ding ding!
I hate
it's a time
trolls.
for another birthday gift.
Ba, ba, ba.
Not that
Must
one,
be
I
your
want that one.
birthday.
All right, guys, this is too much.
It's your birthday.
Okay. I love the wrapping paper, by the way.
Thank
You
you.
have the same pants,
found it.
right?
Hazy shade of plaid.
Christmas came everywhere.
Guys! It's a Grey Worm Funko Pop! Oh my God!
Hey, your favorite character.
He doesn't have a wiener.
That's what he likes best.
He really
doesn't
stuck by
have a
Khaleesi.
Grey Worm.
He stuck by Khaleesi.
Yeah, he really
I mean, he did.
Great Worm Funko Pop.
Thank you, guys.
That's a real thing.
And on that note,
Thank you, Dom.
I'm going to take that into the bathroom with me as we go on a commercial here for all these cool shows from the Greenlit Podcast Network. Check them out. And we'll be back.
Check
right
them
after this
out.
with what we're playing and a little bit of a birthday celebration for the Dogcast. So
I think
don't
there's
go
at least
anywhere.
one more Funko Pop in one of these boxes. Here.
I don't know. It's hard to tell.
Not this one.
I mean, absolutely not.
We'll
All
be right back.
Yeah, you want to see what's coming up next, folks?
LeBron James one, I think.
What am I made out of Funko?
You are.
Hey, Lassie, what are you doing here? Timmy's in a well. Sequelcast 2 and Friends is a podcast looking at movies in a franchise, one film at a time, like Harry Potter, Hellraiser, and The Hobbit. And sometimes the hosts talk about video games and TV as well. And now it's part of the Greenlit Podcast Network. Oh, Lassie, we don't need to rescue Timmy. He likes the well enough, I guess. Darth Vader is Luke's father. Lassie, I told you to lay off the spoilers.
Come on, guys, we're gonna be late for class.
Oh, darn, not on our first day.
Don't worry, I pressurized all of our bike tires to optimal PSI for speed.
Wow. So we should be able to average 9.6 miles per hour, which should get us to class on time. We love Podford University for teaching us these skills.
Podford University, iTunes, Spotify, and everywhere you get podcasts.
I thought you said you had.
And we're back, everybody.
Hey, happy birthday, everybody!
Happy birthday to Tom. Happy birthday
Tom is just gazing
to
lovingly
Tom.
at Grey Worm.
I am. Yep. If you're keeping track, I have been getting birthday presents throughout the episode, and we are currently at one Unmasked Vader Funko Pop, one Grey Worm Funko Pop, and a collection of Masters of the Universe muscle figures.
Did you know all the characters
Thank
in that?
you, guys. Huh?
You knew all the characters in this?
I think this is Merman.
I think it's written on the back.
Oh, is it?
No, you don't know.
No, I don't.
But there is a He-Man in there.
Yeah, I
There's
see
a He-Man.
He-Man.
Yep, and Tila. Sorry, that's a sorceress. I'm sorry.
Is she the one who lives at Castle Grayskull?
She's friends. She's the daughter of Man at Arms.
Oh, he's funny.
Duncan.
He's got
is
a
his real
dumb
name.
hair. He's got a dumb helmet.
Yeah. There better be an Orko. Yeah, there's an Orko.
You love Orko.
I like Orko. Okay. What the fuck are we playing? Guys, before we go, what are you doing here?
You don't
For
get one,
he's
Tom.
a jolly good fellow.
For he's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow.
Happy birthday, Tom!
Wish no
God, they shot me. Call help.
It's
Nom all over
smoky
again.
in here.
All right, Tom. Time to open the heavy one.
No, not that one.
Not that one.
No, that one's for life.
This one.
Okay. Wow, guys. This
We're going to
is
set the fire extinguishers off.
There's almost $10 worth of loot box crate here.
all right, guys. I'm opening this now.
It's a Funko.
It's a Funko Wong Duck Dong Funko Pop.
What the fuck is that? Like, what is
16
Long Duck
candles.
Dong?
Wong Duck Dong. He is, of course, from.
Oh!
He's the racist character from the movie.
Wow. Guys, this is amazing. I'm going to start my own cinematic universe tonight. Starring Long Duck Dong, Grey Worm, and Unmasked Vader.
How do you even come
He just
across
has a
that?
harder time breathing.
Oh my God.
So, I want to know what ones he
16
does have.
candles. Why did he get a Funko Pop?
I don't know, but this is amazing.
Ted the Geek. Yep, Long Duck Dong. You got it, Tom. You've always wanted it. It's yours.
You know,
The best friends a
I
guy can
spent
ever
about $200 on eBay.
So I'm going to tell you, you asked what we were playing. Today,
Yes.
I was grabbing my suitcase that has all the podcast equipment, and I threw my backpack on, which had the microphone and beers in there. And I felt like I was strapping up for a delivery, like I was Sam Porter Bridges. I have been playing a lot of Death Stranding. It's hard to pinpoint why I love it. It's hard to pinpoint why Carly loves to watch me play it.
Dylan told you to.
Dylan's right about everything.
When it comes to games.
When it comes to
usually,
games, yeah.
Only games.
No.
But I've been playing Death Stranding like crazy. I also completed Ori and The Will of the Wisps, which is
Awesome.
a, dare I say, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10
far superior to the first
Metroidvania experience. The first one I would give a 5.5 out of 10 to be generous.
So you weren't a fan of the first one.
Did not like the first one, but
What made the sequel better?
just it took like the first one seemed like a proof of concept of the world, but this it's I love the storytelling, I love the universe, I love the music, the movement tech, and all the different options for jumping and gliding and climbing and shooting through sand and shooting out of the water.
The sand travel mechanic is probably my favorite in that game.
It's my favorite.
Just absolutely satisfying.
I thought it was fantastic, and just having a sword instead of a little floaty ball that kind of attacks what's around you, because that was dumb as shit.
My favorite was the big hammer.
Yeah. The combat was fun, which you have to make. It's one thing that they had the exploration kind of down in the first one, but moving in this game and combat in this game felt amazing. In Death Stranding, shit, I love getting packages. I love carrying packages. I love walking packages.
I like managing my packages.
But I don't like it when my package gets wet.
Well, that's why you carry your container repair spray.
I don't really use that yet, because you actually have to take your containers off to repair it.
No, you don't.
You don't? You just what? You just spray it?
So you hold down L2 and then you press the square button and he aims it backwards.
Okay. I haven't really needed to use it yet, but
You will.
yeah.
Longer trips.
Nice.
Yep. We'll be talking about Death Stranding in depth on one of the next, well, not next few, but
No, it's not the next one, but it's the one after.
yeah. So within a month, you'll be hearing about our thoughts
So
on
you guys
Death
have
Stranding.
it physical.
I have it
Stranding.
physical from Dom, who
Okay.
also got it to Dylan.
I
Beautiful.
actually just recently bought a physical copy. You can use mine if you want.
It's like the Dogcast doorknob. Everyone has a turn, you know?
Yeah, I'd like to try it out sometime.
Yeah, I'll
If
lend
you're
it to
taking
you
to
once
my
it comes
place,
in.
try it out sometime.
It'll be
It's-
free
I mean,
on
you lend me
PlayStation
Cyberpunk,
Plus.
which is so fun.
I think it's got my favorite, it might be my favorite Kojima game. It's got like such a good tone and just world feel. I don't know. I'm fucking enamored in a weird way right now.
It's Matt actually put it the way that actually made sense to me. It's blue collar sci-fi in the way by way of like Alien or something else.
With Monster Energy everywhere.
Well, I did drink a lot of Monster Energy because of that. That's going to be a segment on that podcast.
We're going to drink it on the podcast.
I actually plan on running that one.
We should try and find the best cocktail made with Monster Energy.
Honestly, I will find them.
Yeah.
I'll probably be close to the Mountain Dew.
Drink energy drink.
Maybe.
Josh, besides not playing video games, what video games have you been playing lately?
All of them. I can't. There's so many I can't even talk about them.
Yeah.
What's the best game?
It's classified. He can't talk about them.
Shit. Well, in lieu of Josh
will
not having one to talk about, another birthday gift for
It's a birthday gift. It's a birthday gift.
Did you not play anything?
This literally
Nothing at
couldn't
all?
be a Funko Pop in this
I
one.
will
It's
be
too
playing Big Lebowski pinball soon at
you
Tractor
getting it?
Cellar.
Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna be the first in Wisconsin
Yes.
to get it.
No shit. Talk about that.
I wanted to play that forever.
Apparently, there's this whole fucking big ordeal about this game that was made like several years ago,
Yeah.
and it was a company that they took the money from people to make this game, like pre-orders, and they didn't make it, and there was some kind of issue with they didn't have all the rights or something, and
probably with music related. I'm guessing
maybe.
The Eagles
And then
are tired of getting made fun of.
actors as well.
Fucking Eagles, man.
I think in pinball, like you can only use like so many actors, approval of that and stuff, but voices and all that.
I can see what the pinball machine looks like. I haven't seen it, but I imagine there's a bowling alley right down the middle.
I guess it's an $11,000 machine.
It was a lot of money. I looked at it. I'm like, I would love a Lebowski.
I guarantee you could buy it and flip it probably right away.
There's something with the rug. The rug's in there.
Of course.
Yeah.
But we found out the other day. Our guy walks in. He's like, "Hey, have you heard of the Great Lebowski?"
The Great.
Yep.
Yes, the Great Lebowski.
I'm like, yeah, the Big Lebowski. Yeah, the Great Lebowski. I'm like, is there something I'm not aware of? Like, well, you're getting the machine on Saturday. It's coming. You're gonna be the only ones in Wisconsin to have it.
Saturday?
I got it coming this Saturday.
I'm coming out Saturday.
Actually, I think we had a pinball crew come in yesterday.
Yeah.
And they played all day, all night.
A lot of good pinball over there.
Yeah, and
popular.
they're like, we're gonna be there, and we're just gonna be a lot of new people that haven't been here.
Yeah.
We're just gonna be on that thing all day because they're like, it's got a aura of mysteryness.
It's got 3 flipbacks and 3 kickers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna dress like
There's
Walter.
it has balls.
2 magnetrons.
Check out all the dingers.
Multi-bowels.
All right, guys, here we go. Well, I'm gonna check out Big Lebowski. I'm gonna check out this present that I just.
Uh-oh.
And we have what? Street Fighter characters, Ryu and Ken.
Oh my gosh.
Nano metal figs. Oh my god, they're like little micro machine.
Read the back, Tom.
To Dom.
Spelled
Thanks for
wrong.
everything, bud. To Dom.
To Tom.
From Steve. Thank you.
We spelled your name wrong.
To Tom.
I apologize.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my god, it does that. I thought you were doing a bit. It actually says too dumb on the back of these.
Now listen.
I thought it was a joke.
Now listen. We spelled your name wrong.
No way.
Yes.
No way.
And
thanks for everything, bud.
So I have a Blanco
now,
one.
Now listen. Now here's
Did you
the story.
add that?
Now here's the thing.
That's amazing.
I sometimes call myself Steve, and sometimes I mix up my D's with my T's.
It's like the pronunciation. I'm too lazy.
I've got therapy my whole life.
Pronounce the T.
And it's like, and I do just from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank you for everything.
Absolutely. You know what, Dylan? Steve, thank you. I really
Every time you see Long Duck Dong and 16 Candles, you need to think about the Raw Dogs.
that one's going on my nightstand. Absolutely.
Long Duck?
Long Duck Dog. Brad, what are you serving up here?
Up next, we have delicious
That's hilarious.
Smoky Luau from Rock Pit Brewing. This is a brewery we went to. Really loved the spot. Beautiful tap room. And they were like smoking all kinds of food outside. They were smoking jalapeno poppers, smoking all their meats. It was delicious.
People.
Wow. This is a Berliner aged with smoked pineapple. And this is the other can that broke in my suitcase.
Why don't they put bacon?
Not this one, but one of them.
Berliner.
Ich bin ein Berliner.
I am a pastry.
So yeah, you get a lot of smoke on the nose.
Wow.
Smoke on the nose.
Holy shit, that's interesting.
It's very interesting.
You get a lot more smoke out of the can. I haven't had the can yet. I only had it on tap. You actually get a lot more smoke out of the can. I really like that.
That is really nice. The smell is.
Oh yeah, that's delicious.
I'm not usually a fan of smoked beers, but yeah, it's good. It's tasty. It's good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But they really should have added bacon to this.
Honestly,
I can almost taste a bit of faux bacon in there.
I love that.
With the smoke.
That's wonderful. I don't think I could do a full can of that.
You know, it's funny. It says 22 ounces on the can, and this clearly is a 16-ounce can.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of smoke stuff, and this
It's
isn't
Florida
gonna convert me.
22, you know?
But it is interesting.
I like it.
I think it's a good taster beer. I don't think this is one I could just
I
throw back
agree.
at any given time.
Yeah, I could chug a lot of
You really
this.
could? Okay.
I like that smoky flavor.
Well, I'm glad at least Josh agrees with me.
Yeah,
Shit.
I agree. It's one of those like, hey, taste some of this, kind of to your friends.
it's-
Hey,
I'll
try some
take a taster glass.
Yes, please.
I'll get a Floyd, thanks.
Has anyone else ever played a video game recently?
I don't know, Michael Caine. Dylan.
How about you, Tommy?
Me. I have played some games. Still playing that Cyber Shadow game. I'm on the last guy finally after 5 or 6 months of playing it.
The last guy on the last board?
The last guy on the last board. Yep. Other than that, I have started Resident Evil 8.
Oh, I'm jealous. You got it physical, right?
Physical, yes.
Can I borrow it when you're done?
Of course.
Yes.
Yes.
Dibs.
I was admiring the box earlier.
Always
The steel case.
physical.
Yeah. Thank you, Best Buy. For some reason, they just send steel cases now for every game.
Yeah,
order.
just separate steel cases.
Yeah. It's like
They had one for Doom
It's
Eternal.
supposed to be like a pre-order bonus, but they never sell out of these things anymore. So it's like,
Yeah, just got warehouses full of them. So, anyways, initial thoughts. I'm not going to go into great depth because I have been radio silent on this game. I haven't read reviews. I don't want to know what review scores are. I'm keeping off of Twitter because the minute I go on Twitter, like the first tweet is usually like, Village is blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no.
Even YouTube, I'm getting flooded with like boss guides and the lore. And
Yeah, I'm like,
just because I've been
pictures
watching 20 hours of Resident Evil lore videos on YouTube
Yeah.
recently, how dare you assume I want to
But-
watch more?
Lady D's tits just literally up in like the thumbnail. I'm just like,
Exactly.
oh, wow.
On Discord, if you went to Resident Evil 8 Village in GIFs, don't.
right, yes. I will
I
not.
assume it's all spoilers.
Yes, but yeah, it's been hard to avoid the story.
Absolutely. So I have been, off of social media. I like having reasons and excuses not to go on. But anyways, the game itself, I want to say it took me about, I would say, an hour and a half to kind of get into it a little bit.
Did the shooting feel weird to you? Different than 7? Because when I played it on...
It's been a while since 7, so I'm not sure. But it felt kind of ish the same.
There was something... I think I have to fuck with the controls a lot if I start playing it because there was something off about how the character responds on screen to your movements.
Could be. There are adjustments to speed it up, I guess, if it's not your thing. So it took me about an hour and a half to get into it, and I think there was like an initial feeling of once you get into the village, which is pretty early on in the game, where I thought like, oh, is it going to be one of those things where like all the enemies are the same, like Resident Evil 7?
You thought it was all going to be lichens instead of mold monsters?
Right. So now, yeah, exactly. I'm like, okay, they're all kind of like the same model. I mean, it's beautiful, but now I'm in the castle, and that feeling passed, and I'm like really vibing with it right now. It's like for me, it's like the game that I need to play like right now.
I've heard it's like a perfect love letter to all of the Resident Evil games before it. It touches back even to the lore of the first one, which is why I've seen like headlines or things like that, which makes me so desperately try to avoid it.
Chris Redfield's in it.
Yep.
Or he was. I haven't seen him for a while.
I got a lot of this game spoiled to me just because I'm an internet hound. But
yeah, no.
I mean, I'm not going to say anything at all. Jesus Christ, I've got nothing else to say. But I think Brad's actually kind of spot on. So
yeah. So I was going to say, like, so far there's like a little bit of like open exploration, but not as much as like your traditional Resident Evil game, I guess. It feels like you got open levels, but the game is definitely corralling you through a path through these stages.
This is kind of what worries me about it. I played the demo, which is essentially the first part where you're in the village, and there was a point where I jumped out a back window, and you're supposed to infer that you climb on like this box thing to get over a fence, and I was just like, well, where the hell am I supposed to go? Because there are some fences you can climb over and some fences you can't. And it seems to me like there are some weird arbitrary kind of boundary making.
I don't know. I had no issue with it.
I'm stupid about that though. I acknowledge that I am.
But I think I wrote down here, like, you're not going to, so far at least, I've not got to a point where I get to a room and I'm like, oh shit, where am I going to find the other like tiger eye jewel? You pick up the things that you need as you're going along.
Right.
Kind of, yeah. I don't know. It felt like 7 to me in that as long as you procedurally just go through like each spot and look through everything, you should not be missing stuff.
Yes.
Although there's also a lot of stuff that was kind of just fucking around under steps in 7, that like little hidden things that I missed.
And that, I don't think I'm that far into the game, really.
It's supposed to be the longest game made in the RE engine, I've heard.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
I heard it's short. Or have you guys heard any?
I've heard it's the longest game made for the Resident Evil engine, and I also heard
Monster Hunter Rise.
Well,
it has to be.
And I've also, I mean, this is what I was reading, and then it's also, they made it to be less scary than 7 because they wanted to be more approachable to more people.
Okay.
Annoying.
I will say it is. I'm playing on the Series X, and it is fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's so good. I'm playing with the ray tracing turned on, and it is. I don't know if it's reaching 60 frames, but it's way over 30, and it's smooth as butter, and it's so nice to fucking play a game that, as of now, knock on wood, isn't a buggy fucking mess. It has like it seems like it has enough polish, and like the facial animations on that vampire lady and shit. It's just really good. So, been playing that, but
you've also been playing another game, I hear.
I have, yeah. Myself and my love partner decided to dabble.
Josh,
the other love partner.
Oh,
yeah, in our little threesome.
Steve, little family. Steve.
Okay, our foursome. The other one. No. We started playing a game called It Takes Two, that co-op only.
Is it based on the Mary-Kate and Ashley movie?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah.
It should be. It felt
Where
like
they each divorce their respective billionaires and then they become an incestuous sister couple?
Kind of. Well, the game deals with divorce. So
I've read about it.
Yeah.
You got it, dude.
It's like Honey, the Kids Shrunk Us, or
Honey, the Kids Shrunk Us.
Yeah.
Wow. Honey, that's good. That can
anyway, bottom line is it's a co-op only game, and
here's a picture of the game.
Yep. There's Mary Kate. That's Ashley.
Honey, I'm fucking over
You
this.
see, one wears makeup, the other has a backwards baseball
Which one's
hat.
the Scarlet Witch?
None of them.
Neither.
Man.
It's their
It's their younger sister.
In their prime, too.
Anyways, guys, all I want to say is we got we're a few hours in, but this game is fantastic. It is.
I've heard good things.
A phenomenal. It's probably the best co-op game I've ever played. I have it physical. When we're done, Kate's all about fucking playing it and getting through it. And I mean, the mechanics that they have in it so far have been clever as fuck. And it's the voice acting is really good. There's a couple of dumb characters, but and a little bit of a very heavy-handed, intro of like how you became little dolls running around the place.
Mommy and Daddy are getting divorced, so I wish they weren't divorced.
And
so
I'm gonna
I made
cry.
them into dolls.
Yeah, my tears are gonna hit these dolls, and all of a sudden,
I honestly didn't know.
Oh, really?
And I
Okay.
just literally guessed
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
Seems about right.
I came in earlier and they were playing it, and they just got to a sequence where it seemed arbitrary, where there was just tug of war against each other, and they were just tapping a button.
Yep.
And it didn't even seem like whoever tapped faster. It really just seemed like who's just going to give up. And you guys just started like having a little bit like this. You're like, this is dumb. And I could tell you just kind of wanted to give in because you didn't care. You're like, I don't think this has a point.
Yeah.
And
Kate's still doing it.
well, it's just, it didn't even seem like the point was the gameplay. It was reaching a decision where someone gives in on something, which is cool.
So it's actually kind of metaphorical.
It is. It kind of runs on a deeper level. It's really good, guys. I would recommend it to everyone out there. And if you buy a copy, you can play with somebody who doesn't have the game. You give them a download code or whatever, and they can play it as long as they're playing
Do
it
you
with
get
you.
one download code?
I don't think so. I think you just...
Because if I borrowed the physical copy, what do you have it on?
Well, we're playing it split screen, so I'm...
You bought it for PS4, right?
PS4.
Yeah, so like, could I play with Dylan with your physical game if he was at home?
I think so.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I'd do it.
That'd be fun.
Could it take 3?
Maybe. Yeah. You and Laura should play it.
That's a good question, Josh.
4?
But, yeah.
Does it address polyamory?
It takes...
What if there's 7 people that want to break up?
It takes an Osmond.
Takes a partridge.
Right. So that's what I've been playing. Dylan, have you been playing?
Monster Hunter Rise. I actually started over because I realized I missed a lot of key mechanics, and I felt like I wasted a lot of time. Do you ever get that? Where it's just like there's so much shit going on in this game where it's so hard. Sometimes another tutorial window pops up, and you're just like, fuck it, I don't care. And you just want to get away from it.
Oh, yeah.
I missed a few key things that would have made my life easier, and I could have had better like upgrade strategies.
That's what you get,
and
man.
I started over. Otherwise, Man, dog, I've been reading comics. I've actually been working on a lot of my own projects. So.
Awesome.
Good.
Some real stuff. Like, I have not been in the mood to play a lot of big time games. Monster Hunter's fun though. I am planning on everyone on the Discord. I'm pretty much leveled up enough that I can actually help out in a situation. I'm a gun lance user.
Yeah, you are.
If you're curious, I'm a defensive type gun lance user, and I'm ready to fucking mingle. So let's do it.
All right.
Whoa, oh my.
I'm proud of you, man.
It's really cool. You have a lance, and you shove it into the monster, and then you can fire like charges into them. It's pretty cool.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Monster Hunter.
You take a lance and you jam it into something, you start firing charges into it?
Yeah.
That's how it works.
That's it.
I've written some fanfic like that.
Speaking of the Switch, I did buy my niece, who just turned 8, a Nintendo Switch and got her Mario.
Are you trying to make every other uncle look bad?
No one else buys theirs.
What's funny, I got her Mario Odyssey and Pokemon Sword.
Good choices.
So she opened it, the present, and she was like, "Oh, a Nintendo Switch."
Oh,
are you fucking kidding me?
Not kidding. And
Tom,
and then my mom's like, "Well, did you want a Switch, honey?" And she just shrugged. She's like, "I don't know."
She might pick it up and fall in love with it though.
But
yeah,
by the end of the night, she brought it over to me. That was like the only gift she brought up. She's like, "Can we play this?" And then I put in Pokemon, and for the end of the night, she was just fucking playing Pokemon the whole night.
Once you get them addicted, then they're fucked.
And everyone's just like, "Come on, come play with play with your friends."
If you're like the twins from The Shining, come and play with us, Tommy.
Right.
Mario's gonna blow her mind too.
That's what Tom got me.
That is one of those perfect like. That is actually a perfect like if that game came out when I was 8, that would have been my favorite video game of all time.
Yeah.
So our last beer from Orlando, this is called Shania Gaines. It's a strawberry lemonade milkshake IPA.
16 ounces this time.
Yes.
Man, I feel like Chris Gaines.
This is from Broken Strings Brewery. The brewery on the surface level was the least fun to look at. Barbed wire fences. It looked like Walmart tables.
Prison?
It looked like they hired
Pit bulls everywhere.
and all this to say, like
the singer, not the dog.
We went in there not knowing what to expect. Literally every beer was 10 out of 10.
Wow.
They had one that was like a Green Goblin Fruity Pebbles themed IPA, but they was out of it.
Oh shit!
Why is it Green Goblin?
Green Goblin.
I don't remember what the name was. It made sense, but yeah, wow.
Spider-Man.
I was impressed with all these, but this is Shania Gaines.
Is that what Shania Twain looks like with gains? Because I don't know what she looks like.
She's a looker.
Isn't she like a really hot?
She's got
country
muscular
girl?
boobies.
And wow, this is so good. What the fuck?
Yeah,
That's tasty.
I like it.
Thanks for bringing, Brad.
Well, while we drink this, Tom, you've actually got one more gift to open,
guys.
And I'm going to be honest.
Too much.
I'm going to be honest with you. You'll actually like this one.
Our Tom is an awesome Tom. He gives from heaven.
Podcast.
Guys, wow, this one has some heft.
We
to
spent
it.
literally a little bit of time with
ones
Dom to
of
get
dollars
these.
on this. Yes, thank you,
Dom,
the man not known as Dom. Yeah. All right, okay. Here we go, guys.
I wrapped them.
You wrapped the shit out of these, dude.
I love it. Better than what I can do, man.
I do.
Honestly.
I folded.
All right, here we go.
Sandwich.
Yeah.
Oh, it's in a box.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
He actually. See, this is actually cool. This one.
Is that
I
Weird
wanted to save
Al
the cool one for
Simpson?
last.
Holy shit, guys! This is awesome, man.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, it's no long duck dong, but you know.
It's mostly from Dom. But,
So, this is a Weird Al Simpsons figurine.
That's very cool.
Which is fucking amazing. Oh my god! And Weird Al the book,
Weird Al the book.
dude. Thank you so much. This is fucking awesome. I am a huge Weird Al fan. If you didn't already know, so I had no idea that existed, and I've been wanting to fucking read this. So
there you go.
Hey, Tom.
the birthday has been saved.
All right. I do have to get a picture of you because I have to reference you for the thumbnail. I've already got it planned out. Can you look like who's the name of the actress in the shower from Psycho?
Janet Leigh.
Janet Leigh.
Vince Vaughn.
Can you do like a like face?
Okay.
Like you're really scared because I'm gonna cartoonify it.
Like
You have to like you're tearing at your own face out of fear.
Oh God, Tom is acting his butt off right now.
Perfect. Got it.
Glorious.
That's going to be the thumbnail. It's literally, it's literally going to be you surrounded by Funko Pops.
You've heard it here first, guys. Dude, thank you.
Once
oh my
you
god.
pop,
I mean,
you can't
thanks for
stop.
everything, but this takes the cake. I'm gonna put this over here so I don't spill on it.
Yeah. What about Grey Worm, Unmasked Vader, and Long Duck Dong?
They can take it. They can take it.
Perfect.
Trust me.
Cool.
All right. Well, that's what we've been playing. So, just a light topic this week. You know, as I said before, this is the 5th birthday of the Dogcast.
Holy cow,
Can you
Tom.
believe that?
Holy heck in a handbasket.
All, Josh, all the things that have happened
Wow.
these last 5 years.
What a bunch of...
We've adopted 2 beautiful baby boys.
We're their children.
I'm a stinker.
They're
yes,
just
you
wonderful.
are.
So I thought we won't ruminate too much because we do have a 100th episode coming up in this next year at some point. But I just want to say happy birthday to the Dogcast, to all of you guys, that all you
Feels
listening.
like I've only been here a year.
Happy birthday to you, Tom, too.
Oh, yeah.
Spirit up.
Yeah, and thank you all for who've been listening the entire time or have just joined us. You know, we wouldn't be here without you guys. You know that. And if you don't, I'm telling you, we wouldn't be here without you.
You're
and your
here now.
support.
We're going to shoot for the stars,
You're going
baby.
nowhere.
So,
Fucking nowhere.
birthdays sometimes go hand in hand with gaming. You have certain gaming memories that you associate with birthdays. I certainly do as a kid. I don't know if you guys do per se, but I thought we'd see if we have a fun birthday memory story of one that really stands out in your childhood or your adulthood. So, Josh, did you...
Oh, Tom.
Hi.
You picked the right choice to
Yeah.
go to.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I got any
choice of
games
words.
in my birthdays. It was always Christmas.
Christmas? Okay.
Yeah.
And I think that was mine too, outside of like maybe one. But we always got money.
So I get my birthday money
to
and
get
I'd
the game.
save it for months, and it didn't feel like a birthday present anymore. I was very good
just
about
had
choosing my video games out.
You let interest accrue.
Yeah. I kept racking
Which is
up
also
that dollar.
How did you choose your games? Because I mean, I'm a little older, but we didn't,
I didn't
really
have
have
a
a lot
job.
to go on besides Nintendo Power.
I
And,
didn't have a job.
word of
Oh
mouth.
yeah, I had a ton of video game magazines.
yeah.
You know, your Game Pros, your Nintendo Powers, your PS Magazine, issue 1.
Diehard game fan. It was amazing.
Oh.
Is there a game that stands out for you that you bought?
Oh yeah, the one time I'm trying to make something up here.
Do you really not
I have
remember
zero.
any games?
Zero. I have nothing. Nothing.
Okay, this is your time to make
Yeah.
something up.
All right, so there I was. I just ate the cake all by myself. I was dripping with.
She was hotter than I
frosting.
had any right to
Do
be.
you know? Do you have a game?
She was
where
horny and I was a man.
Do you have a game where you think it could have
She
been
had
bought by
boobs.
money?
I had a wiener.
You know,
Because was it? Did you have like a specific time frame after birthday where you usually buy a game?
I'm gonna guess I bought with birthday or Christmas money, or probably birthday, NBA Jam Tournament Edition and Mortal Kombat 3. First games as a young wee lad, I bought at the $70 price tag.
Holy shit!
Yeah, when they're brand new.
Were they $70?
They were
I can see
$69.99
MP3, yeah.
at your local Shopko.
Oh my god! Do you guys have Shopgoes in the store for you?
Yeah, Shopko's had a really weird video game section where if you
Ours
like the
was
end
pretty
caps
good.
sometimes had good stuff.
Yeah, ours was pretty good in town.
They discounted pretty quick.
Yeah.
From what I remember. Because nobody fucking shops there.
No, I mean I remember shopping at Shopgo back in the NES days, and that was before they realized, oh shit, these things are easily stolen. Like games are easily stolen. So they would just be on.
So how many did
Just
you
out in
get,
the
Tom?
open. What's that?
How many did you steal,
All
Tom?
of them? Yeah, no, I didn't get an NES till late.
Sega 32X something.
I remember seeing it
Redacted,
on
redacted.
clearance.
Redacted, yes. That's Patreon only.
I wanted
My
to get-
password protection.
I remember seeing
Pretty
the
sure the
Sega
statute of
32X.
limitations is over.
What was it, like 200 something bucks for the 32X when it came out? I remember seeing it.
$149.
I remember seeing it at Shopko and be like,
Yep.
I don't know what that is. I want it.
And discounted to $9.99.
Yeah, I never got it.
Less than a year later. So
Yeah.
liquidated. So NBA Jam Tournament Edition. Okay.
Yeah. And they did
That's
play the
good.
crap out of both those games.
Fucking supporting Midway.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the whole Midway collection there.
You got a problem with that, Tom?
No, those. As a kid, I would have been blown away. I had NBA Jam T. I think it's one of the few SNES games I still have.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one.
PS1 era. Yeah, a lot of birthday. I'm sure the original Grand Theft Auto top-down view when that was the only one that existed.
Those are still low key one of my favorites.
I played the crap out of that.
They're a little bit more accessible and, I'm gonna be honest, playable.
Pick up and play.
Rockstar doesn't make a lot of games that are immediately just like fun to play. I'm gonna be honest. So yeah, I like the top down stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that was one of them too. Yeah, I used to go to Babbage's to get some of my unique games that I wanted, and that, GTA at the time
Babbage's
wasn't.
the Great Depression.
You couldn't find GTA anywhere in town.
Right.
It wasn't available anywhere.
No.
It wasn't a popular game yet.
Right.
So
talk about the ultimate word of mouth game. GTA 3.
Yeah.
Was insane. Yeah. I remember just trying to evangelize that game. You know, like, you could do anything you want in this game. You can fucking shoot anybody. It's crazy.
Have you played it recently?
If you watch this, he actually kills a hooker after having sex with her.
Yes.
Like,
have I played it
good Joe
recently?
Lieberman, yeah.
No. Do I want to? No, absolutely not.
Yeah, just leave it like the
I've always
gilded
just
child.
paid them and left after the transaction.
Yeah.
I had sex with her and I said, thank you.
And then I
went home
cried and talked to her for an hour.
Nice.
Is that where you're going?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
You just described your birthday.
Oh, God, I fucking hope not.
Yeah.
I'd like to think I don't have to pay for it.
So, I mean, for me,
I can
birthdays...
cry after having sex on my own.
Yeah.
Birthdays and video games, my parents never really wanted to buy video games for me.
They were with someone else.
For Christmas they would, but I don't remember them specifically buying me video games for my birthday.
No.
They would buy clothes or like toys, but video games weren't toys. They were a waste of time.
Ew.
Yeah, now I love them.
No kidding.
And then
Bunch
you
of
also
weirdos.
you have friends in high school and middle school, but there's a really rare overlap where someone will, like a friend would spend $20 to $30, $40 on a game for you. One of my biggest memories from a birthday present with video games would be my friend Tommy bought me Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic for the Xbox, which I never played.
Oh, Brad.
I still have it.
Brad,
And
cash in your fucking gamer card right now.
I feel like I
Hand it
might have
in.
missed the boat.
You did.
You did.
It's hard to play now.
Because I know
Don't do it.
I know who K2SO is, but I
Yeah.
don't want to hang out with Karth Onassi.
Oh, man. Yeah, you didn't experience the Darth Revan turn.
So I gotta ask, why was our horrible parents buying us nice gifts only for Christmas and not our
This is
birthdays?
yeah, we should get into this at some point.
Now, no, honestly,
Well, because it was Santa who was actually buying them for Christmas.
So you finally get a game for your birthday and you don't play it.
You know, and I'm sure TK and probably some other friends probably bought me some games at some point, but that's the only one that I remember, just probably because I'm like, oh, I heard this game's good. I never played it, and I felt bad about it. I don't know. Xbox wasn't...
RPGs, I'm a Halo guy.
No.
I'm looking to fucking...
Xbox wasn't an RPG machine, and I didn't understand Western RPGs at that point. And if I remember trying to play it, and you like just hit attack, and then the guy just like would do...
Just flail around in the air.
I was used to a different flow, either
That is
immediate gratification or turn-based RPG,
Yeah.
and I wasn't used to that other style. And
cooldowns and shit.
yep,
I mean, that's fair enough. For me, I actually had to really search my memory because I was a Ritalin kid, and I'm gonna be honest with you, that shit erases your memory quite a bit.
It does.
You would know.
I was a Ritalin adult.
Well, that shows how young and fresh I am. No, what I was going to say literally was I had to think about, like, because I don't, my mom, like Brad's parents, didn't like buying me video games because, I don't know, they just didn't see any value in it. Or they said...
To their folly, I say.
I agree. Technically, I do this as a job, which shows you, mother. Technically, we're getting paid.
Yeah.
Technically. I'm just not seeing the money personally.
Where is this bank account?
Exactly.
Right, yes. Cayman Islands.
Yeah, they can't tax our $20.
Let's tax Kate. I was going to say, then I thought about arcades, and then I thought about like those places you would go pretty much only on your birthday. We're talking Chuck E. Cheese.
Fucking Chuck
or we're
E.
talking
Cheese.
DZ, Discovery Zone.
Never went there.
Were those, like, this is not an old man joke, were those popular for you when you were the right age, or was it kind of a early 90s thing?
Chuck E. Cheese was. Yeah.
Chuck E. Cheese, yeah, but DZ. Have
You
guys
applied
ever heard of-
Discovery Zone?
DZ, what kids want to be.
I think
Never
that
went
was
there.
That was a little past my
Commercial shoved down your throat.
My kiddom. Yeah.
I remember playing the Star Wars game there in the cockpit.
The arcade?
Yeah, the arcade in the arcade area. Like, they had a sick arcade. The one in Green Bay, holy shit.
Fuck yeah.
It was really
Shout
good.
out to the Bay.
Dude, yeah.
At Schwabenon.
When that place closed down, I was too old for it, but I still went, oh, damn, dude. Like,
Yeah.
where else? I mean, first of all, this was at the time where suddenly ball pits were disappearing because kids were shitting in them and
shit
everyone was
pits.
getting E. coli
man.
poisoning.
Right.
So my sister found a diaper in a ball pit
I did
at
too.
DZ.
That was mine.
Yep. That was you.
It was an adult.
Tom's just like
Adult
dropping it over the,
underpants.
over the gate. No, I mean, like, games. My mom saw more value in me. Like if I had like friends with me and we went to an arcade, she'd throw quarters. Like oh yeah, go have fun. Like
Yeah.
whatever. Playing like skee ball, the whole nine. Like I remember there was a Jurassic Park ride where you were on like the Jeep and it would rumble around as you were like shooting.
Was that the light gun?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
I really loved that
thrills.
one.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it wasn't really video games. It was the generic stuff like Catch the Fish, the one where they're fish moving around
In a
circles.
circular? Yeah, you got the little fishing
Caution
pole.
seaman.
I liked that one a lot. I remember.
It's classic.
Skee ball was still my favorite, but if those poor teenage workers weren't looking, you would just go ding, 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 and you'd get as many tickets as possible. So you could get essentially
rob
just a
them
Chuck E. Cheese
blind.
shaped eraser.
Yeah.
10,000 tickets.
I do have a fondness for places like that. I do hope that they return.
Yeah.
Because there's something interesting about them, and I also think that I don't know. I don't think kids ever would be interested in these things again. I think this was just literally a time and place.
I don't know. Kids respond to lights and spending.
We wouldn't
money
know
and
unless they do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, but
instead
you
of
can't
like a Chuck E. Cheese band, we'll just call the place Big Spoon. And it'll just be Tom's band, the house band every night.
Yep.
And there'll be 10 Pac-Man machines.
It will be my corpse animated.
And if you can
rotting.
be Billy,
and one
if
Miss
you can
Pac-Man, and everyone's lined up at Miss Pac-Man.
if you can beat Billy Mitchell, we'll give you the Dogcast eraser.
Oh, that's true. Well, honestly, like,
He won't cheat this time, we swear.
now here's the thing. I used to work for a place called Punch Bowl Social, and now this is a semi
Where a drunk adult can be a drunk adult.
essentially.
Yeah.
The issue during COVID, which essentially shut it down, was the fact that it's all games where you have to touch things that other people have touched.
That is true.
And so
There's
they
that.
had bowling and all
wrinkle.
this other stuff, but we had this little arcade area towards the back. And for my birthday, literally, I didn't work that day, but my boss actually gave me like a $20 like arcade swipe card,
Oh, nice. Okay.
and I would use it
Go
every
nuts,
so often.
kid.
There was NBA Jam. There was 2 different Star Wars pinball machines, an Addams Family one. There was like a Buck Hunter. I don't know. I liked their little arcade area. It was so small though, and I have to be honest with you. It's fucking lame that they didn't have these interspersed throughout the entire area, because they basically made this little arcade space a dungeon. With no windows. It's like, why would anyone want to spend time here?
The way an arcade should be.
You got to darken it and throw your neon pink lights
Yep.
everywhere.
Well,
You can have an air
get
freshener
that
that smells like fucking rotting cigarette butts.
Sexy image.
Yeah.
everything just smelled like dumbed down dipshit food.
Dumbed down dipshit food.
You ain't dumping.
That's
you ain't
what they
shit.
served there.
I think that should be a chain of restaurants.
I've eaten enough free
I'd eat
food
there.
You're right, dumbed down dipshit food.
Yeah.
Honestly, I should.
Let's go
open
to
that.
Triple DF.
Can I get a ranch? Then I just had a ranch.
Dude, if I made that a pop up like
3DF.
if I made dumbed down dipshit food a food truck, everyone would be there every day.
All you need is
They
a
know
truck.
exactly what it is.
They'd be like, "Oh fuck yeah!" It's like slop. I love
Right.
it. It's literally I just make a ton of hamburger
Right.
helper.
It's called This'll Taste Great at 2 a.m. Yeah.
I didn't reheat this.
You'll fucking love this.
That'll
No,
be
it's
one
great.
of the food items. Yeah. No, I loved Discovery Zone. You run through those tubes, man. You feel free as a bird, and especially the ones where you could go like. For some reason, when I was a kid, it felt like you would go 5 stories up in these tubes.
Okay, yeah.
Because
Fair
technically there
Heights.
wasn't a way to like break out. Either you go down a slide or you climb back down the thing. So apparently they could get away with a lot more like security and I don't know, safety regulations. I'm actually going to look up a picture so I can. I'm trying to describe something very specific.
Do it, and I will talk about probably my greatest birthday memory.
Was
And
it hanging out the other night?
That was pretty cool. That actually happened.
I had fucking strep throat. I'm so upset.
I'm sorry, Dylan.
Kate
I
stole
actually
me a
went to the
pint.
doctor.
Kate stole me a pint glass.
That's right. Jerry Hepp. Is that-
It was Jerry Hepp Excavating Company pint glass, and I was like, "This is the best pint glass I've ever seen." And I'm like, I want to offer to pay for it.
And I proceeded to get very, very drunk that night. So
Yeah, I slept on the whole way home.
I was right behind you.
There was zero. There were 0 games that night outside of. There's this really great bar called Drafty Cellar.
Oh.
And man, we played the shit out of some pinball.
The owners are kind of creeps, but yeah, it's
Very-
some good games.
Very beautiful people. Yeah, the Turtles machine was my favorite by far. Multi-balls for days.
Oh,
But sorry,
the
back,
pizza multi-ball.
No, it's all right.
Back to your
You're right. I
gaming.
take that back. That was my favorite birthday. This was my second favorite birthday memory.
Ooh.
I call it the Grandma Wars of 1988.
you had 2 grandmas fighting over you.
I didn't
fuck
know.
yeah.
I didn't know. And I just kind of lucked out into exploiting it. I happened to be out with my grandma and my grandpa at Shopko in Watertown, Wisconsin.
The places where birthdays are made.
They are. And it was
For a shop can co.
I don't even think it was like on exactly my birthday. It was like just a couple days before. I think they were babysitting me or something. Or babysitting. I was
37 at the time.
That's right. Yes. Just got out of prison. I was 11. Yeah, we'll say I was 11.
And my butt was so tired.
Yikes.
You said you just got out of prison. Whatever.
Oh
It's
my
fine.
God. From doing squats.
Tough stretch for an 11-year-old.
You're pretty. It's a compliment.
Thanks. So for some reason we were in the electronics section, and my grandma's the kind of grandma who like, what do you want for your birthday? It has to be $25 or less, kind of grandma, right?
I like that.
So I think
Classic grandma.
Yeah, I think we're walking through the video games or something, and I'm just like, "Hey, Grandma, if you really love me, you'll buy me a Nintendo." And
He did that, and I saw
I
it.
hope that's how you sound.
Josh was there like, the fuck was that guy talking about?
what a
little
loser!
Josh is like, you're dumb. And he sucks his thumb.
I want to be your friend. You like beer?
Well, I was 4, right?
Yeah. And to my fucking surprise, I think her and my grandpa exchanged words, and they just put the Nintendo like in the cart, like out of nowhere.
Just an NES?
An
straight up?
action set,
That's why you always
Came
ask.
with Mario and Duck Hunt, right?
Goddamn right. Got
They bought you your first gun?
yeah, and it was the gray one, so I could actually get shot by wielding it at a cop if I wanted to. So
It doesn't take much these days.
That's true. That's too true. And
Not me. I wave guns all around. They don't shoot.
so
You look very white.
I go, look at me. I'm super white. And then they just like, well, can't shoot them.
Damn it, we can't do it.
So
It's the rules.
first of all, it was a big fucking shock because this was like $126 or $119, whatever it
Yeah, it
was.
was.
God damn, their Social Security could cover that shit.
But you don't understand. Like my family's famously cheap, and also broke at all times.
Hey, me
like
too.
it took
Am I in
me.
your family?
So, yeah, mine was too.
It took me 8 years of just since I was like 2 years old, like trying to get an Atari 2600, and I ended up finally getting one when they got down to $50 for like Easter. It's like a gift for the family the year before. So to me, all my friends who had Nintendos were like rich people, and I knew there was like no chance in hell that I'm going to ever get a Nintendo because that's over twice the price of an Atari. Games are $50.
Got to buy seeds for the farm.
Got to buy seeds got to buy tractors and
lots of beans.
You can't play any video games on tractors, which is why they suck.
That's true.
Unless you got.
Have you tried the modern ones?
The
modern tractors have Tesla technology.
No, they have Tractor Simulator, right?
Oh,
they do.
It's very bad.
Farming Simulator.
Farm Simulator.
Honestly, it's not a bad game. I'm going to be honest. I played it.
I heard some people like it. Yeah,
it's good.
It's bad.
It's educational in a boring way.
Yeah, but sometimes you zone out to a podcast and you wish you were dead, and then you're driving on the tractor and you're just like, man,
I still wish I'm dead, but this isn't so bad.
Yeah, I said I could do this in real life.
I like driving
Maybe
tractors.
I'd throw myself into the threshold.
As a person who has driven many tractors in his life, I do miss driving tractors.
That's pretty cool.
I'm
jealous.
It's the first automobile I drove.
It's awesome, and especially when dumbass kids would go mudding in our fields without permit. Obviously without
and you
permission.
threshed them all to death.
No, and then they would have to. We were the only farm in the radius, and they would have to come to us to go pull them out of the fields that they.
Oh no shit!
Our own fields.
Were they just trying to just like mud running with their shitty like?
Yeah, but they would ruin crops, and my dad would just charge them up the ass.
Go to their parents and be like, "Look, you fuck."
So you call it a tow truck, but what kind of tow truck's going to go in the middle of a fucking 3 acres of
I'd charge their
field?
I'd charge their parents like double. I'd be like, "Hey, you ruined fucking crop.
Yeah.
Take a look."
So maybe my parents had a couple of those, and I don't know, that allowed them to buy and give my grandparents money for Nintendo. I don't know, but anyways, that was.
I imagine your grandfather had a mustache.
No facial hair.
Grandma actually.
She shaved it. She had a smoking problem.
Once you get older, like menopause really does some damage. So.
It's crazy. My mom had a little hair on the lip, and I pointed it out to her one time. That was the last time I ever did that.
Yeah, you don't do that. Oh my god.
I did that to a girl I had a crush on the bus once. And then she like turned away, and I never talked to her again.
I called my
the
mom.
crush went on.
I said, "Oh, you got a little hair there." I was so excited that she was even talking to me.
Look at your calves.
I was so excited she was even talking to me that I was like, something to talk about. Oh, you got a little hair above your lip.
Anyways, that was my favorite memory. And the next year for my next birthday, I actually got Mega Man 2, which was when the game was actually new. And that was a great time.
Mega Man 2 is good.
It's a really good game.
3's better, but it's fine.
It was such a good game that I had some friends over. One of them wasn't really into video games, and we were playing this game all day. I think we almost got to Dr. Wily's lair. Almost beat the game, and he went home. He just told his parents like, "Hey, I played this game. At my friend Tom's house. Can I get it?" He didn't even have like a Nintendo, so his parents then and there just went to the store, bought a Nintendo, bought Mega Man 2, and I was just like,
"What is
you
that like?"
fucking asshole. I'm like, good for you, but I was like so fucking jealous. I'm like, I wish I had parents like that. I realized they weren't farmers. So, oh wow, thanks for the therapy, guys. This is really good.
You should have done more with the farming club instead of getting into computers.
Oh yeah, okay.
Maybe
Dad.
you just didn't try hard enough.
We'd all be like, "Here, the farm cast. Like, how many acres you guys get done this week?"
Yeah, no,
7.
I respect the shit out of farmers, but I saw the writing on the wall as a small child. I'm like, this is not a way to live or make a living.
Did you know that chickens poop, pee, and lay eggs through the same hole?
I learned
farm
about cloaca.
Dylan's farm tips. That's a new segment.
All right.
We'll pay you to listen to that one.
Yes. Yeah. Right. Yeah. We'll join your Patreon. We'll pay you in podcasts. All right. On that note, those have been our birthday memories. Unless somebody else wants to make another one up.
Make another one up.
Hilarious.
But thank you very much for listening. Before we go, I just wanted to give a shout out to. I don't know if you guys listened to Giant Bomb or like the Giant Bomb cast at all.
They're like pretty much dissolving.
I've heard there's been a lot going on lately.
Yeah, so I think they're still going on with one of the original founders, Jeff Gersman, but 3 of the main guys, Alex, Vinny, and Brad, They all exited the site last week, put in their last day. But I just wanted to say, I hope you guys will be fine.
You think they'll hear it? You think they'll hear this?
Yeah, they listen.
They might listen. Yeah, I don't know. Probably not. But
they know what the fuck's good for
I mean,
them.
if you've listened to the Bombcast and if you listen to the Dogcast, you know that there's a lot of DNA shared between these shows, and I would say it's beyond shared DNA. It's more like generously lifted. And
They gave me so many. They gave me so many hours of entertainment while I was doing Lyft and Uber full time that I do owe them a thank you.
It's like the second podcast I ever listened to, and I mean they pioneered like the long form video game podcast.
Yeah, it's us.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, just want to give a shout out. When I heard that those guys were leaving, I've listened to a billion podcasts.
They'll have another one.
Yeah, maybe we'll see what happens.
They definitely will.
It'd be nice, but if not. I just want to say, hey, thank you for all the memories, guys, and be well. I think that's all I got to say about that. So it made me sad when I heard they were leaving. But I hope you're not sad that we are signing off now, because there will be another episode of the Dogcast in 2 weeks.
We'll be back.
Don't you worry about that now.
Don't even give a shit.
And
just
share,
expect it.
We want to hear your favorite birthday memories. If your parents were actually cool and did get you games on your birthday, or you remember buying games, or if you have a special story.
Did you get
I
caught?
can tell you what my mommy gave me for my birthday this year.
What's that?
She got me a few albums, some real cool ones. Have you ever heard of the band Quarter Flash?
No.
It's really fucking good. I'm gonna harden my heart.
Oh yeah,
yeah. It's that band, but they shouldn't have been one-hit wonders. Then I got 2 Led Zeppelin albums and a greatest hits of REO Speedwagon.
Oh, I heard it from a friend.
And pants that don't fit.
Is that a band?
Mom. Honestly, that's a good band name.
We're pants that don't fit. That's a solid cachet of fucking
Houses of the
albums.
Holy and Physical Graffiti. 2 ones I was missing.
Nice.
Thank you, Mommy.
We just started playing Immigrant Song and Big Spoon. I don't have a great Robert Plant voice.
You have to get the pose.
A lot of people don't.
It is. Yeah. I try to do the pose.
Half of it's the pose.
Yep. I'm a big poser, as everyone knows.
Plus you are.
But if you want to follow the Dogcast, guys, where can they follow us? Somebody.
You can follow us, first of all, on Patreon. Patreon/
Well, I mean, you
Dogcast.
can.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, yeah.
We got a bunch of different tiers for you. Please, we just need money. It's perfect.
We need your money.
Mm-hmm. And
Twitter ain't paying the bills.
We release a lot of good exclusive content. Your money is not to be wasted. $3 gets you access to most of it. But if you want to go further, there are rewards that stack up as you move. Give us enough, we'll take you on a night out of town.
We'll do something.
We would probably do it anyway, but it's fine.
We'll do anything.
We can negotiate too.
We're fully vaxxed and ready to go.
I would love a night where we preferably torture everyone else but me, and I just get to go along for the ride.
We don't torture you.
That's like every day.
No, I'm not saying you guys torture me. If someone does do that and they decide where we go, it would be funny because, like, if they make you do things that are humiliating, I'll get to sit and watch.
Right.
Because I have no shame, so, like, it will be a problem for you, but not for me.
And also, if you want to find us on Facebook or Instagram, we're Hair of the Dogcast. We're on Twitter at Hot Dogcast.
Yep.
Shoot us an email, hairofthedogcast@gmail.com. If you have any questions, thoughts, concerns, or major disputes with us, we'd love to hear it. We love controversy. We love friends.
We would
love
love
enemies.
to enter a lawsuit with you where we can divulge all the things that go on behind the scenes at a podcast, all the business dealings.
Come at us, EA.
Yeah, fuck you, Apple.
If you hate me, save it for your fists in the street.
A friendly lawsuit.
Dylan will fight in the ring anyone.
Sure. I don't care.
Join us.
No.
Can I wait till I have health insurance?
And gentlemen, happy birthday to the Dogcast.
Happy
Thank you guys
birthday.
for making it what it is. 5 years. Half a decade.
How does it feel, Tom?
Oh, wow. It's
a thing.
How does it feel,
Lots
Josh?
happened.
I don't even know. It's weird.
It doesn't feel like 5 years. It feels like
definitely
sometimes
is.
it feels more. Sometimes it's like what?
It's like 2 years for me.
Is it 2 years?
Something like that.
It's maybe a year and a quarter for me.
Yeah.
Been one of the funnest, though. I'll say that.
It's been such a good time, and thank you guys for all the actual birthday gifts today.
Even Josh
Where are you
got
going to
one.
display?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to buy. I'm gonna have to build on a Funko Pop room now.
The Funko
A wing.
Shrine.
Yeah, the Funko wing. thanks again. I really appreciate that. And thank you, dear listeners. You've been awesome. Long Duck Dong.
Long Duck Dong.
Is a Funko Pop.
Long Duck Dong.
So,
Gray Worm has no gray worm.
yeah, there's a theme here. The gray
Vader unmasked.
I mean, to
Just
be honest,
take it off.
Vader might have had his burned off, so...
That's when he took it off at the end of Return of the Jedi.
That's when
It's not the only thing he took off.
Yeah,
All of his.
the moil was behind.
Padme's panties.
She died of a broken heart.
Okay, are we done now?
Thanks for tuning in.